There are two reasons why I'm gonna go ahead and decided to make this video now in regardless to the topic of homeless and homelessness, homeless people. The way we respond to homeless people, the way we together as people try to make others respond to homeless people. So the two things that has happened recently, um, which really pushed me to say something publicly on a video. Uh, One, I was talking to a young man, and I don't know why he came and told me this story, but he was telling me about he was at work and he had started a new job at a place, and so he started a new job, and there was this homeless person there and said, I need help to get to the place where I'm staying. And so the new employee said, sure, I have a uniform on, I can vouch for you that you came here, and I have no problem doing that. Blah, 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 blah. So someone else saw the new employee talking to the homeless person and started yelling at him and said, what are you doing? And then he yelled at the homeless person, get out of here, get out of here, And so the homeless person looked at him and was like, that's your boss? And, the new employee was like, I don't know, but I gotta go. And so the thing is, you see someone else talking to a homeless person. I can understand if you don't want to talk to the homeless person, you don't want to help the homeless person, fine. But when you see someone else talking to someone that is on drugs, that is homeless, that has a mental problem, and you don't agree with it, why try to stop someone else from talking to that person or trying to help that person? That's number one. So that story that he told me, and I didn't let him know that bothered me, and I've had quite a few experiences with that as well. The second one is I watched a video. What's this young lady's name? Her video, she go by Mother Nature, Nateur. And I watched her video that it said it was done 3 months ago, Living in My Car, Q&A, part 1. And I had been watching some of her videos, but when I watched that Q&A part 1, I'm always looking at the comments. The comments tell me how we think as a people, right? So most of the comments are like, oh, I hope you get out of your car. I hope you... so sorry this has happened to you, and you're this way, that way, or whatever. And my thing is, sometime when I listen to her video, and when you get towards the end and she talks about why and what some of the things that has happened to her when she was younger or whatever, we don't know people and know people's story, right? I mean, that's obvious. But sometimes I just wonder if we can understand that people try to find their peace and their mindset and their quietness to develop and find out who they are, and overcome some of the traumas that they have been through, and this young lady chooses to be in, she drives a car to her van and sleeps in her van and showed, her storage place where she has a bed, and people are like, oh, you're sleeping in your storage and blah, whatever. But they're not listening and thinking about the real concept behind it. So I say this because I want to go a little bit deep into it, to where if I don't like something, I don't think that is right to try to stop you from doing something just because I don't like it, right? And when somebody has done this to me several occasions and on several topics similar to homelessness, I snap. Okay, so my video thing got cut off, but the way I think about that is that we're still doing things like we've done in the past that is not good. For example, this is hard to say, but I'm gonna say it. When I went to school upstate New York, SUNY New Paltz, and when I first went in town, first get there, they had flyers on the posts, and it was saying it's okay to kill niggers, KKK. And then, I had being raised in a all black community and whatever. I get to college and I joined AWA, African Women's Alliance. I joined the BSU, the Black Student Union. I joined the black newspaper, the Fahari newspaper, where I wrote an article about almost 100 years ago, right? But anyway, so listening to the upperclassmen, I remember one story was there was a student out on the lawn studying, a white student, and they slashed her neck from ear to ear and wrote on her book, "Nigger Lover." So to me, and I always had that in my mind, I remember that, and I notice how we react to people in everyday life. It's like if someone don't agree with us, we're going to hurt them, or if we can't manipulate them to think the way we do, there will be problems, right? So now today, when we do stuff like this and say, because I don't like homeless people, I don't want you to like homeless people. Because I don't talk to people that are on drugs or people that are mental ill, we need to treat them bad. You need to treat them bad also. The way we think and the way we continue to move is still the ways and the old ways that are not good. It's not good. And when I say it's not good, it's for not just one community. It's for, say, for example, the black community as well. If, from me and my experience, growing up in the black community, you get caught talking to someone white, then, or acting a certain way, looking a certain way, then you're labeled as an Oreo cookie, and you're talking white, you're looking white, you're doing your hair white. So you know, don't talk to this person, don't be friends with that person, or I don't know. The way we think, the way we think, I don't know.